Sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to try something new. It can be scary taking a leap that's different from what we're used to, but in the end, it can be oh so worth it. That's what a local man discovered after starting his business selling handmade robots. Carolina Impact's Dara Khalid and videographer Marcellus Jones show us how he puts his own creative spin on the machine.
They've taken on many forms over the years. In the 80s, Transformers.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
In the 90s, Robot Jocks. More recently, the Wild Robot. No matter the decade,
they've just been around in everything, in a lot of cartoons, a lot of movies, a lot of shows.
humans always seem to be fascinated by these big, clunky metal creatures that sometimes threaten to take over the world. And Cornelius's Paolo Pedini is no exception.
I always drew robots and like sci-fi themed characters growing up, so the interest is always there.
That interest led to what you see now, from taking pieces of wood and creating robots.
It's fun to make something out of nothing.
He makes between 200 to 300 a month, and they come in many different sizes, shapes, and styles. With a 6-foot-long plank of wood, he can divide it into 20 to 30 sections to make the heads of small bots. Once the foundation is together, it's time to paint. And that's where Paolo's creativity comes to life.
When I paint it and I design it, it seems to take on its own personality and people can connect to it. I feel a connection to it. Most of the time I can part with these things and I can sell them. Once in a while I have to keep something because it's pretty special.
Some robots have vibrant colors, others are more muted. Some are characters from popular shows and games, while others are created from his imagination.
Those are the ones that I fall in love with. And it's the ones then with the little sad eyes. Oh, they're just so cute. Like, I can't resist them when they just have these little faces that talk to you.
But the personalities of the bots aren't the only thing that draw people to them. It's also what they're made of.
Old phone charger cord, like a little bottle thing. This is actually an old skateboard wheel. These are like some other old toys in there.
Paolo says he finds recycled materials when he's out and about, on the ground, and even at home. He's intentional about using them in his art.
Almost everything could have a second life, so it's good to use what we can. It makes me feel better when I recycle things, because then I feel like I'm not producing so much waste and throwing away so much stuff.
The Michigan native has been an artist since he was a kid, who went on to college where he majored in graphic design.
I had exposure to art history, different types of art classes, photography, sculpture, painting, drawing, things like that. Those were really crucial for me. I learned a lot of what to do and what not to do.
Paolo spent the majority of his career painting, and in 2019 he started his business Zero Pop Art. Part of the inspiration for the name came from him wanting a fresh start in his career, to start from zero. But like many, when 2020 hit, things changed.
I was in the home studio a lot, and I felt like I had time to experiment, and I always had it in mind that like I wanted to do sculptural things. These robots just kind of like became a source for me to get out my ideas.
And in 2024, those pandemic-born creations caught the eye of Kristen Fury.
I saw Paolo's stuff and thought, now that is unique. I have never seen anything like that before. I loved just the artistry of it. I loved his designs. I just thought it's whimsical, it's childlike, but it's also, I would buy it myself as an adult. There was just something special about it.
An artist herself, she owns KF Studios Handmade Marketplace in Davidson, a shop selling handcrafted products created by artists across the state. She knew right away she wanted Paolo's robots on her shelves.
It just lights up the area. And whenever I'm sitting at the desk and I hear people laughing or talking or look at this, oh my gosh, you've got to see this, I know they're talking about Paolo's work. I don't even have to go in the back. I know what they're talking about. So that's really fun.
All right, you ready? Go.
And as he keeps his eye on the art, his wife keeps her eye on everything else.
To me, it's just an automatic where if that's the support that he needs, I'm gonna find time to do that. And it's our time together.
Sarah, who he met in middle school, helps with the business by doing admin work and selling bots with him at events.
It's funny because he always says, if you want me to go do this market, I'll go do this market. I'm like, no, this is the best part. I like finding that home for that robot and seeing the happiness.
She's great and amazing, and I really owe her a lot, and she's a big inspiration for me.
Which makes all the difference as he continues to do what he loves as an artist. For Carolina Impact, I'm Dara Khalid.